Okay, so Erica and Scrappy were seen on camera, looking like they getting kind of cozy with one another in a jacuzzi, right? To be honest, initially, at first, I thought they both just want attention. If I'm not mistaken, they said Love and Hip Hop is coming back in 2024. So as we can all see, we're like a hot skip and a jump away from 2024. So I'm like, okay, I'm saying to myself, okay, they just want to get back on the show. I told y'all I stopped watching the show years ago. It seemed like it wasn't the same since Jocelyn was up there. And for me, Love and Hip Hop Hollywood was just as good as Atlanta. I told y'all I used to like Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. A1 Mama, Lyrica Mama. To me, them two really put the show on the map. They were a key. They were a key. Milan. What was the other guy name that was with Amber when he was in a closet? That was so original. It was different. For me, that really set the show off because we don't see a lot of those stories happening because everybody's so closeted these days. So for me, that was for me that really gave the show a little bit of if that makes sense. What else? What else made the show pretty good? Those two were the main things that I liked about the show. Okay, so back to these two, right? I'm going to be honest with you all. A lot of people were saying that Scrappy always loved Erica. I remember when the reunion first came out and how people were saying that Bambi hated Erica because she always knew that Scrappy, Erica held the key to Scrappy's heart, right? And for me, I told y'all, I was rooting for Bambi and Scrappy. I'm just I'm going to be honest, I'm kind of tired of hearing about these two. Even, Scrappy and Bambi or Bambi and Scrappy because I feel like at this point it's kind of stale. And not only that, I don't know. I told y'all I'm real big on people not taking their problems to social media. So it's kind of like once I heard that once you take it to social media, I put it to you like this. I couldn't sit in a jacuzzi with him after he put my business on TV. Because I know a lot of people say a lot of them make up storylines to be on TV. But they have all admitted to some of that stuff being true. Right? So for me, it's kind of like... For me, it's kind of like Rashida and Kurt. Right? They said that the little boy that apparently Kurt had on her was made up for the show. Nobody has really came out and said confirmed or denied. I know some people were saying that Jasmine had admitted to it in an interview, but I never saw that interview. So I'm not going to say whether she did or she did. And I know a lot of people had said that she did, but I never saw that interview. So for me, I can't really say if she did or she didn't because I never saw it. So I don't know. I mean, me personally, I wouldn't care too much if Rashida did make it up or not, because Rashida has always read fake to me. So, I mean, anything she does that's fake, you know, I'm not really surprised, mad, nor disappointed. Because one thing I've learned in life, once you kind of have, you know, you peep little stuff with people and they show you that character trait, why are you mad? You already knew this, right? So, okay, so boom. So, okay, back to the story, right? I really don't care about Bambi and Scrappy. I mean, he got on TV saying, in so many words, her baby daddy wasn't around for the twins. And, you know, they've been on social media, they've been beefing throughout the years. You know, they said some of it was true, some of it wasn't. And, you know, I mean, I think it's too much back and forth. And to be honest, Scrappy is no prize, in my opinion. Like, I mean, maybe because I'm not attracted to the rough boy exterior. So it's kind of like, for me, I really can't see what they're arguing for. Because, I mean, the only thing I can say about Scrappy that I do like is the fact that when it seems like the woman in his life are in trouble, he come running. I do like that about him. I know it was, people were saying back in the day that he put his hands on Erica Panky. I'm not for men putting their hands on women. Because I know how it feels to go up against a man. And it's not fair. And it's not like fighting abroad. So for me, whenever I heard stuff like that, I'm like saying to myself, sissy. But I know some people had said, no, she hit him first. And he was just trying to protect himself. And I don't know. I know that they had turned the cameras off when it happened. So I don't know what happened, right? So I can't speak on if she hit him first, he hit her first. I wasn't there. I didn't see it. So I don't know. I know I heard some furniture moving. It sounded like I heard some people trying to get in, you know, get in between it. You know, you can hear the sounds like it's some scuffling. So I don't know. Right? But I will tell you this. When Young Bird and Masika got into it, they took Young Bird off the show. So, I don't know what happened. I don't know. They said Young Bird came at Masika first. I don't know. But whatever happened between Scrap and Erica Panky, I feel like fair is fair. Men ain't got no business putting their hands on women. But, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I just feel like these people been on my TV screens with the same back and forth shit since I was in high school. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta came out when I was in high school. Okay? I am in my third semester. I'm walking into my third semester of grad school. So I think you can kind of see my boredom at this point. It's like, y'all older than me. Y'all still going through the same shit. Am I gonna be with her? Or I'm gonna be with her, you know? I just feel like everybody need to move on. I think I told y'all that before. Everybody need to move on. Everybody need to go on about their life. Scrappy is not a prize. At this point, Scrappy, you got a kid with Erica. You got a couple of kids with Bambi. I mean, it's giving off community dick. I'm just saying. You know, then you in a jacuzzi with him as if... I mean... You in the jacuzzi with him as if you won a prize or something. It's like I told y'all, the only thing I do like about Scrappy, you know, when his sister texted him that time and said she was in trouble, and he said all he asked her is, where are you? And next thing you know, he was pulling up. I like that. I like that. He's, you know, he said he was making sure when a dude messing with her. I said, that's what's up. You know, and you could tell he don't play about Imani. I think that's her name, the oldest one. You could tell he don't play about her. And his little ones. I like to see the videos when he be having like one on his neck, one on his back, you know, like, and they all just daddy, daddy. You know, I like that. But other than that, outside of that, does Scrappy have anything else going for himself? I mean, hell, I used to call him a good father until Bambi said he wasn't paying child support. You know, and it's not like the first time we heard something like that about him. So, but he does strike me to be a present father. Not once have I ever heard either one of them say he doesn't come see his kids. Not once. If they have said it, I didn't hear it. You know, I've heard them say he be short with the money. You know, but I never heard neither one of them say he don't come see his children. Neither one of them. So maybe it's a case of, hey, I can do what I can when I can. And I think for the most part, any baby mother would take that more than somebody just leaving the kids high and dry. Not seeing them. It's one thing not to get them money, but it's another thing not to be present. You know, it's good if you could do both, but, you know, it's kind of like the old saying goes, would you want money in an absent father, or would you want a present father that's doing the best that he can when he can, you know? So, I don't know, y'all, but I just feel like I said to myself, y'all in the jacuzzi as if, you know, y'all been going through this since I was in high school. I'm in grad school and y'all still doing the same shit. Either y'all gonna be together or y'all ain't, but y'all should be down there 40 by now, shouldn't you? Y'all going through the same shit y'all was going through in y'all 20s. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. And quiet as it's kept, was it much progress since then? Look at all the comments. I saw people saying, Bambi, you still renting? You been on TV this long? You ain't bought a house yet? And I didn't know she was still renting. I didn't know that. I mean, people do stuff at their own time. You know, maybe she not ready for it. Maybe she don't want a house. Some people don't want a house because they feel like they want to be able to get up and move when they can. And don't have to worry about selling the house and, you know, and stuff like that. They say it's hard to sell a house. I mean, I don't know. You know, I'm comfortable where I am. So, you know, that's the least of my worries, or, you know, that hasn't even crossed my mind. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But, I mean, what much has changed? None of y'all Scrappy ain't dropped no music. All it seemed like to me, all y'all did was make babies. Ain't much change with y'all careers. Nothing. I mean, let's be honest. Hell, I mean, I don't see what y'all tripping. Y'all tripping about a guy. They got a lot of tattoos. Probably got some good ding-a-ling. He look like he got some good ding-a-ling. I give him that. And you know, baby mama house. Hella churn. I'm just saying, let's just be honest. And other than Scrappy looks, what else do he have really? Maybe he's funny. I don't know. I like funny guys. So I don't know. I haven't been around him. Maybe he's a joy to be around. I don't know, y'all. Don't start me lying. But I don't see what all the hype about. But then again, that's my opinion, you know, to the next person. He may be the shit. You know, he may be that dude. But to me, I mean, I don't see it, girlfriend. But hey, maybe this is just me. So I told y'all how I keep in contact with a lot of my old teachers and professors. One in particular teacher that I keep in contact with, she's known me since I was 14 years old, right? 13 or 14, however old I was in the 9th grade. I keep in contact with her. I'm in grad school. I'm going into my 3rd semester of grad school. And who would have ever thought that, you know, we would be in contact all these years, right? And I thank God for her because she's done a lot for me throughout the years in school. I told y'all that it wasn't easy for me growing up, as far as, you know, the kids in school, by me being heavy-chested. You know how some girls reach puberty, you know, quicker than others. So the kids were very immature. I got in a lot of fights growing up. I mean, a lot of fights. I'm not talking like 1 or 2 a year. I'm talking about sometimes 10 fights a year. When I say a lot of fights, I mean a lot of fights. And that's not me over exaggerating. I would get suspended 10 days, come back, fight again, get suspended another 10 days. Like, I was fighting a lot. And, you know, she was just one of the people in my life that never took her hand off me. You know, she just always was my person. You know how everybody has that person? She was always that person for me, you know, as far as in the school setting. You know, if me and a teacher was getting into it, they would always say, I'm going to send you to so-and-so class. You know, because a lot of teachers, I've had a couple of teachers that way, but she was the only one that I really kept in contact with, if that makes sense. Like, of course, I can go to other teachers for like a recommendation letter or something like that, but she was the one that, like, throughout the years, always was consistent, if that makes sense. I know people have a life of their own. I'm not implying anything. I'm just saying, okay? We haven't always saw eye to eye on certain things. You know, it's been times when me and her have gotten into arguments, and I don't agree with everything she has done and said throughout the years, but at the end of the day, I know that she has my best interest at heart, and that's all that matters, right? So I texted her this morning and told her that, you know, somebody that we both discussed a while ago, she told me, well, years ago, almost a decade at this point, she told me that this person was not my friend, right? So at the time, I did not see it. You know, people that really have your best interest at heart, they can always tell you who your real friends are before you even notice it sometime, right? So long story short, with time, I realized on my own that this person was fake and phony. And, you know, I always wanted to tell her how I felt about the situation. And truth be told, I said on the 31st of this month, I was going to send out a couple of messages to a couple of people, you know, about how I really felt about things that they have did and said throughout the years. And because that's my way of putting closure on the situation. I believe in my heart, you have to be able to heal the way that you can heal to move on. Can't nobody tell you how to heal in your life. I'm glad he going the other way because I don't know what the fuck he doing. So she was one upon many people that I was going to send a message to, right? About, I know you fucking lying. I know this ain't the line. I know this ain't the goddamn line. I can't win for losing. I'm so ready to get some braids. I'm tired of waking up early morning trying to figure this wig out, these wigs. I'm just tired. I need a break. I'm ready to get me some braids. I know it's the winter time, but I can't keep being late like this. I can't keep taking advantage. I just need a break. My head need a break. Tired of curling these wigs first thing in the morning. Then you got to try to tug on them when you got to go to your night job. Then you got to try to get them right when you're going to your to school. You know, it's just a lot. People act like human hair is much easier than synthetic. It both requires much care and time. You gotta curl them, you gotta flat iron them. You know, even the shake and goes can act crazy sometimes. I'm just tired of them. I'm ready to give me some braids. But yeah, so you know, nonetheless, so me and her, I ain't gonna say we got into it. You know, we had one of our little episodes. You know, all is good, all is well. But she kind of rubbed me the wrong way just a little bit, like usual. But anyway, we all need people in our life to tell us the truth. We all need people like that in our life to tell us the truth. You know, whether we want to hear it or not, we all need people like that to tell us the truth when we don't want to hear something. You know, we need people like that to tell us, hey, you know, this what it is, this what you need to work on, you know. We all need people like that in our life, and she's one of those people like that for me. My godmother, God rest her soul, she was the same way. My dudes, you know, I don't surround myself around yes men. I don't surround myself around people to just tell me what I want to hear. Anybody around me, feel free to tell me the truth, as long as you go about it the right way. Tell me, you know, I'm the type, you could tell me what you want to tell me. I might feel a little way, but as long as you went about it the right way, you told it to me, you didn't stand in front of a room full of people, you didn't get in front of others and try to grandstand, you know, you did it to me. Look, bitch, I'm gonna need you to go. This is why I don't let people in, because they take their motherfucking time. Go! What the fuck? Go up! Shit! People trying to get where they gotta go, you keep taking your motherfucking time. Go! Don't make no fucking sense. This is why I don't let people in. I'm that person that will keep going up, putting on brakes, and not let you in because of shit like this. People taking their goddamn time. People trying to get to work. Go. So anyway, long story short, the girl that I was referencing, you know, we grew up together. Elementary school, she would always spend the night over my house. My dudes would always come get her, you know, stuff like that. And one particular time, my dudes had made some food, some, you know, grits, eggs, sausage and stuff. And she said my mama food made her stomach hurt. And that shit pissed me off. That's not nothing you tell nobody, you know, and stuff like that. And we got into it. She told me, you could tell your mama her food made my stomach hurt, you know. And I was like a dumbass. I went and told her. We got into real bad arguments growing up. I mean, real. And you're not getting in over here. Go! What the fuck? Go! I'm getting annoyed, for real. Because he keep putting on braids. What the fuck you keep putting on braids for? Don't make no sense. Keep turning up the goddamn roads. Ain't nothing wrong with the fucking roads. I'm going around this motherfucker. Forget this shit. It's this bumper to bumper bullshit. It don't make no sense. Look at this. He way back here. The line way back there. It don't make no sense. That's the shit. Now, you could cut me off all day long, but that kind of shit, you got this GMC way back here. The line way up there. That don't make no sense. Drive the fucking car or get off the road. When I first started driving, I used to wonder why people would toot the horn at me like that. I was a first-time driver. But it is an inconvenience when you're doing all that, when people trying to get where they got to go. It's a huge inconvenience. Absolutely. You ain't got to be nasty about it, but I kind of understand. You know, when you get older, you understand things a little better. So yeah, so long story short, I was checking my email, my Gmail, and as I was checking my Gmail, I realized that she was following me on social media. The girl that I just told y'all about, you know, because she was one of them people, like I told y'all, she used to spend the night over my house all the time. We were little, elementary and middle school. But then when we got in school, she would always, like, when I would say hey and, you know, speak and stuff, she would never speak back. She would be like, you can't speak to me around other people, you know, stuff like that. And I was stupid growing up. I didn't really, you know what I'm saying, understand how fucked up that was, because if she was a real friend, she would speak to me around other people, not just when nobody around, you calling me, texting me when ain't nobody around. But, you know what I'm saying, with other people around, you act like you don't really fuck with me like that, right? So when we got to high school, it got worse, right? So, when we got to high school, it got worse. And what a lot of people don't know is, not even this teacher don't know this, but when she used to come over my house, you know, let's just say, she used to like me more than what other people knew. We gonna just put it that way, okay? Not even my parents know that, but let's just say, she used to like me a lot more, if you catch my drift, and she used to act on it, if you catch my drift, okay? Hint, hint. So, for me, it was kind of like, why you getting around these people trying to flex? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not really up in my Kool-Aid, if you know what I mean. You see what I'm saying? So, that's kind of the part that over the years, it kind of confused me, because I'm like, but when nobody around, you up in my face. You calling my phone. Can I come over? When my parents go to sleep, you really up in my face. If you know what I mean. Like, you know, well, downtown, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? So, why, you know what I'm saying? You know, so, why you acting like that? Like you just not, when I'm not around, you not slobbing on me. If you know what I mean. Like, don't do that. So, which, you know, a lot of young girls, when they that age, they do little stuff like that, right? But it just irritated me because throughout the years, I realized how fucked up it was, right? So, nonetheless, long story short, in high school, you know, people would crack little jokes. Me and her got into it in the 5th grade. We got to pushing each other, you know, and then she went around telling everybody she beat me up, and you know how kids are, and you know, stuff like that. And I heard about it in high school. Did you fight so-and-so? I said, no. She said, yes, you did. Yes, you did. Me and the girl got the fussing behind. She gonna tell me who I fought, and she didn't even go to my school. Well, I heard you fought, da-da-da. I said, you talking about the time we was pushing each other? She said, yeah, but I heard you got beat up, and da-da-da. So I'm telling her, when she called me on the phone, and I said, why you telling everybody you beat me up? Oh, I didn't say that. They said that. And I said, but as my friend, I expect you to correct that. You know, don't have people thinking it was something that it wasn't, and all we was doing was pushing each other for a lead spot in the line. Who gonna be the line leader? You know, don't have people thinking you did more than what you did, you know. And as I got older, I realized if she was my real friend, she would have checked that. Hey, that's my friend, y'all, chill out. It won't like that, you know. But nonetheless, you know, growing pains, you got to learn how people are, you know, people's places and things. And, you know, so long story short, I was checking my Gmail just then, and I realized that she was following me on social media. And for me, it was kind of, it took me back, because it's like, why are you following me on social media? But then back in school, you used to act like I was so this and that. And, you know, so I told my old teacher, I said, you know, I gave her a quick run through. Of course, I didn't tell her everything, you know, about the, you know, stuff that used to go down when she would come over my house and stuff. But, you know, and that's not, for the people that think they know what I'm talking about, that's not the friend that I told y'all back in the day that used to eat my poo-poo. That's not the same person, okay? So don't try to act like, well, you told us. That's two different people, okay? So anyway, so nonetheless, you know, we had talked after high school on a video chat on this particular network, and she got around other bitches once again and tried to be funny. When I said, you know, and I brought up what she used to do, I said, you used to act funny towards me too, like you didn't really, you know what I'm saying? And she got mad and she blocked me. I guess she probably had me on speaker, as she used to act funny towards me. So I knew what I was doing when I said it out loud. She said, so why would you say that out loud in front of them? I said, hell, how did I know you had me on speaker? And I'm telling you, know, and she got mad and started saying little slick shit, and you know. So yeah, I found out she was following me on social media. Little bitch, I ain't got time to be fucking with you, acting like you don't want to let me in over here. It make no fucking sense. If you're not gonna let nobody in, at least go up, because then if somebody cut you off, you're gonna be mad. Simple as that. Anyway, so yeah, you know. So I texted my old teacher, and I told her, I said, I can't believe she followed me on social media the way she used to do me when she got around other people and stuff like that. And my old teacher told me something, you need to let that go. That happened over 15 years ago. You still harping on that. She could be a different person now. Y'all not the same age y'all were back then. People change. You know, she could be a whole different person. You know, you still holding on to old stuff. It's time to let it go. Da-da-da. You know, that was not the response I was expecting. But anyway, I can't believe she said that to me. I got a right to feel how I feel about you. I said, well, okay, fine, I get what you're saying. I did, you know, I forgive, but I just don't forget shit. So I said, okay, fine, I'll just block her. She said, if I was you, I wouldn't block her. I said, why you say that? She said, I just won't block her. I don't block none of my haters. You different from me. I don't block them. I want them to see this sunshine. I said, oh my goodness. But yeah, I've heard people say things like that. I might not block her. I don't know. I was at that moment in time, because I can't believe, why the fuck you follow me on social media? Don't follow me. Do not follow me. I said to myself, you follow me because you see me posting these toes, but I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it alone. You want to suck these toes? You want to lick all between these toes? Yeah, you do. You want to suck these piggies? You want to lick the toe gunk from between these toes? Yeah, you do. You little nasty fuck boy, you. You love these toes, yes you do.